This video is going to demonstrate on how to set up and use a custom report for your sign-in board. Custom reports was the biggest feature requested by our members in the past. To do a custom report that would make everyone happy ended up making the programming more complicated than we normally would accept. Therefore, that is why we decided to make this video to explain how to use it. This system we came up with is truly flexible and will meet everyone's needs. The first thing you need to do is log into the manager by going to www.virtualsigninboard.com and clicking on the manager button at the top. Then enter your email and password you used when you signed up for your account. Then click the login button. Remember, this is the main screen of your manager. Scroll down to the sign-in board you want to create a custom report. Then click the custom report link for that sign-in board. You have to be the administrator of that sign-in board in order to do this. This is the custom report main page. As you can see, I already have an existing custom report named Turkey Harvest Records. In this video, we're going to create one for Deer Harvest Records. Before we do that, let us go over the custom report options and features. View a report link will take you to a list page that will show you all the data. The download link will allow you to download your data in a tab delimited text file. Settings will let you change the design of your report. And of course, delete will remove the report and all of its data. Now below that, you can add a new report by clicking this link. Finally, if you have a custom report designed for another sign-in board, clone an existing report will allow you to copy the report to this sign-in board. This allows you not to have to recreate an existing report from scratch. As you can see, I have some existing reports from other sign-in boards. If I click the clone link, it will copy the name and structure of those reports over for this sign-in board. One more thing to note is the administrator and the members can view, edit, and add data to custom reports from their mobile phone using the VSIB web app. You cannot change the custom report settings from the VSIB web app. You have to log in to the manager here. Before we get started, I wanted to make one more note. In this section, you can see you can replace the default VSIB harvest report with a custom report that you created. This allows you the option so when your members click the harvest report in your sign-in board, it goes straight to your custom report instead of using the default VSIB. We will go over this at the end of this video. Now let's create a custom report by clicking Add a New Report link as shown. The first thing you will need to do is give your report a name. For this case, I'm going to enter Deer Harvest Records. Then we need to select Report Permissions. As you can see, you can control the view, add, edit, and delete functions. If you want your members to have these functions, then select the All Members Radio buttons. For this example, I'm going to just let my members view and add. I do not want them to be able to edit our records, and I definitely do not want them to be able to delete our records. Now click the Add Report button. The report has been added, as you can see. Now we need to add our headers. When we say headers, we mean the column of data you want to collect. For example, let us add some of the default headers. Record number, record title, date, time, member list, guest, zone list, and comments. These headers are what we call default, and you do not have to create them. Now let us add some custom headers. In our report, we want to record the sex of the deer harvests. So we will enter sex and leave the default type as text box and click the Add Header button. Next, we want to record the weight. Let me add that. Alright, we also want to record right main beam length and left main beam length. So you are seeing how you can do this. I want to show you how to use the pull down data type. We want to record whether the doe was wet with milk. So we type in was the doe wet and we select data type of pull down. Click the Add Header button. Now you can see the data options link here. Well, there are only two options for this question, either yes or no, but the problem is how many different ways your members can type in these answers. So we create a way to give them a pull down so they can only choose the options you want. So click on the data options link. I'm going to enter yes and then no. As you can see, they have been entered. You can delete them and you can reorder them by moving the bottom one to the top. Now let us go back to the custom report settings page. Okay, I'm happy with the report. You can see all my current headers. If I want to remove a header, I can do by clicking the remove header link. I can also reorder the headers in the way they show up by clicking the move to top links. For this report, I'm going to move record title to top spot. So I can click the move to top link. I also want to get rid of record number, so I can click the remove header link corresponding to it. Now the number 1 spot is very important. It is used to identify the record, and the data has to be entered into this header for a record to be saved. You will see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. Important note, be careful modifying your report once you have started entering data. If you delete the header, it will delete that data. Now let's go and create some data for your reports. We will click the Return to Customer Reports link. Now your report is ready for data entry. You can do it either via the manager here, or now you can do it from your phone. I'm going to go over both, but first let me show you the manager way since we're right here. So click the View link. Here you see the View Data page, so let us click the Add Data link. I'm going to enter some data. Notice the only header in red is the record title. That record is required. Remember, we discussed this earlier when setting up our custom report. Okay, so I'm going to Lindsay's Dough. I'm going to put select month. I'm going to put December 28th, 2019. Select time around 8 o'clock. Member name, she was mine. My guess. We were at zone 3. Lindsay's first dough. Sex, dough, weight, 110. None, doesn't click, not applicable. Was the dough wet? Yes. Now we have the data entered. Let us click the Submit button. Our data was successfully added and takes us back to the View Report Data screen. So let us view the record we created by clicking the View Entry link. We can also edit it. We also can delete it now. Now let's go back to the View Report Data page. As you add data, it will populate on this page, and this is where you can access all of the data. That is it from the manager. But before we leave the manager, let us hook up the report to be our default harvest report for this sign-in board. We do that by changing the radio button here to use existing report and then selecting our report. We then click the Submit button, and that is it. Now let us view your custom reports from the VSIB mobile app. Now I'm going to log into VSIB and go to my sign-in board where I have the custom reports. You and your members will have the options to view, edit, add, and delete records depending on how you set up your report. Let us add a record. It's a little bit more difficult on a mobile device, but it works just fine. Now let me throw some data in here. All right, record title, Toxies, book, select month, that was November 6, 2019. Time was about 3:30. Member list was me. No guess. The zone was 2. Killed 10-pointer. Buck. Weight 225 pounds. Right beam was 18. Left beam was 17.5. Was the dough wet? Doesn't matter. And now, okay, so there's how I enter my data. Now submit to add, and boom, there it is. Once again, you can view, edit, and delete this record if you have access rights to it. Okay, I just showed you how to do it from the custom reports link, but you also can do it from the harvest report link. All you have to do is just scroll up to the harvest report link and click it, and you will see that the report loads just like I showed you. And all you have to do is enter it in just like we just did. That is it for custom reports. Please contact us if you have any problems or questions. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting.